You can stop masturbating, and I'm going to give you a free resource, almost 150 pages. So it's not just a little ebook, it's an entire book that if you went to my webpage, you'd have to pay for. But I want you to have it free because I want you to be able to experience what I have. For almost 40 years, I have been masturbation and porn free, and you can too. Now, mine is tested by a polygraph, so I'm telling you the truth. You can be free. Now, stay with us. If you haven't subscribed, you definitely want to do that. We have so many videos that can help you on your journey to be free. And if you have a question, put it in the box. You know, masturbation is a big topic all over the world. We get emails and phone calls for men and women who are really struggling with this constant urge to masturbate. And it seems like it's getting out of control. It's taking more time. It feels like they're starting to isolate themselves from other situations. They're spending hours looking at pornography or reading novels or having sexual stimulation so that they can get another fix, another release. And it can actually keep you even from pursuing real relationships or having difficulties with sexual relationships with a real person or even your spouse. Masturbation can be an addiction. I know what it's like to feel like you have to do that again and again and again, even if you just did it. You do not have to live with a masturbation addiction. So I talked about a free resource. Let me tell you what that is, because there's going to be a QR code coming up. You can download it for free, and it's only an ebook. We're not mailing books to you. It's an ebook, but it's not like a 20-page. This is a 150-page. Okay, if you went to my website, you'd have to pay for the same book. It's called The 6 Types of Sex Addicts. And in the description, there'll be a link to it as well. It's free to you, because part of being free and sober in our 12-step program is to give something back. And I want to give you something back for free. I want you to know that you can be free. Now, to know the path to that, you have to first identify what type of sex addict you are, what kind of masturbation addict you are, what kind of porn addict you are. Because if you don't know that, it's going to feel like hopeless. It's going to feel like, I can't win, Dr. Weiss. I can't tell you how many thousands of men and some women have told me, I don't believe I can stop. Well, until they met me, and then they go to the groups in our office, they meet lots of guys and gals who've been free from masturbation. They go, okay, I get it. It can be done. Well, how do we do that? Well, in the 6 Types book, I walk you through, first of all, for you to identify what type you are. You know, is it biological based? Have you ring the bell and feed the dog with the Pornography Masturbation Association so much that you actually prefer that altered state? You prefer that image place as opposed to relational sex. And you may not even be capable of relational sex because you have to disappear and go into a fantasy world to be able to have sex with a real person. That definitely would tell you you have an issue. You know, is it psychological? Do you have abuse in your background? Were you neglected? Do you feel like you have suffered pain in some way emotionally? You know, were you sexually abused? Because over 80% of sex addicts, male or female, have a sexual abuse incident, either with the opposite sex or the same sex. And if you're a guy and you're 15 or 16 and she's 20 or 30, you were sexually abused. I was 5 years clean until I realized I was sexually abused by several women who were much older than me when I was a teenager. So these could be factors as well. You could definitely have where you have a legitimate mood disorder. That could be part of what's going on with you. And there's so much more I go into in the book. It's free. Now also, you're going to grieve the loss of masturbation, honestly. It's been your binky, it's been your blankie, it's been your sacred place, it's been your place of unconditional acceptance and love and worship and being adored. And so you're going to have to develop. And in the book, we talk about moving through those grief stages and being able to do that. In the book, I talk about the 5 commandments. I'm not going to give those to you because I want you to get the book, because I want you to understand the whole thing. But I can tell you, I've used these with thousands, if not tens of thousands, of men and women who've gotten materials from me over the years, and they work. They literally start to heal. And then there's another thing that I give you in the book to help you retrain your brain so that you're not checking out everyone who's walking. You're not sexualizing everybody. And you can stop sexualizing even people that you are like, that are in your immediate circle. You can actually live a life without that. You can live a life without intriguing and trying to get that look and that hit and that double look from somebody, make sure they're validating that you're okay. There's a whole video called Intrigue Addiction. And also, a lot of people with masturbation addiction struggle with intimacy anorexia. That's one of the types, where you withhold love and you withhold physical intimacy, or you're disconnected with the intimacy, and you withhold spiritually from your spouse or your long-term partner. You're too busy for them. You blame them for problems in the relationship. You withhold love, especially the way they want it. You withhold praise. You withhold spiritually. You are unwilling or unable to talk about your feelings with them. You have ongoing or ungrounded criticism of them. Okay, they have told you, I feel married and alone, or I feel like a roommate, or what are we doing here? This is so disconnected. And that's part of a masturbation addiction. It can be a consequences or it can be part of the cause. And so you want to know how to get free depending on how you got there. Now, I've been doing this for almost 40 years, and this material is going to help you, and it's going to help you get free. If you're married to someone, you've suffered partner betrayal trauma, we have information on that as well that you can get and understand, if you're the addict, how you've hurt your spouse. Even with masturbation, they can experience incredible trauma because it's not the what, it's the who of the situation. The wife can feel betrayed, or the husband can feel not enough, and they feel injured. And that's statistically true. We did a big research project on that. So this information is going to help you walk out of masturbation for the rest of your life. You're not going to need it, okay? I've been free for almost 40 years. I don't even think about masturbating. And you can have a life where you don't think about masturbation, you don't think about pornography, and you can enjoy your family, you can enjoy your spouse, you can enjoy the people you love. And just interesting enough, a lot of guys who are entrepreneurs or salespeople or business owners, within 12 months, they double or more than double their income. That's how much masturbation was impacting their life. You deserve to be richer, more satisfied, more developed, more happy than you've ever been before. And you know this is slowing you down. I know that. And you probably have that little lie inside of you that I used to have inside of me. That's like, well, if someone really knew me, they wouldn't love me. Well, that's not true. There's a lot of resources here for you to be able to walk out, to get well, to be whole, and to be healthy. And I just want to encourage you. I'm the president of the American Association for Sex Addiction Therapy. Most therapists are not certified in treating sex addiction. Don't go to a therapist that is not certified in some way. And for that information, you go to aasat.org, and we have a whole bunch of therapists that are certified to treat sexual addiction, partner betrayal trauma, and intimacy anorexia, so you can get everything evaluated and looked at. If you want to do an intensive in our office, we do 3 and 5 day intensives here in Colorado Springs. You can call 719-278-3708. And also there's some neuromodulation that can also help you if you're definitely trying to regulate your brain. That can help you as well. There are solutions, and masturbation is not a lifelong thing, okay? And it is not helping you. If you're watching this and you got this far in the video, you are a candidate to be masturbation free. Get the book or make the phone call. We want to help you, and enjoy those almost 150 pages and glean through them, and send us an email, send us a thank you. How did it help you? We love hearing those stories. So be worth recovering, and just click that little code or get it in the link. We want you to have the 6 types of sex addicts.